For elderly individuals, these vegetables can cause sharp spikes in blood sugar levels, may contain E. coli, and also increase the risk of developing neurodegenerative brain diseases and cancer. All of this can lead to very serious consequences. We often think of many vegetables as symbols of health, but not all of them are equally beneficial, especially after the age of 60. How often do you find corn or potatoes on your plate? In this video, I'm going to talk about 4 vegetables that you should remove from your diet for good. I'll also share which 4 vegetables will boost your energy and health and help prolong the life of anyone who includes them in their meals. Leave a comment below telling us which city you're watching this video from, and let's get started. In first place for danger, we have corn. Do you still think that corn is a harmless side dish? Wait until you find out what it does to your body after the age of 60. Corn, whether in the form of sweet kernels or as a porridge, seems safe. But here's something you probably haven't heard. Regular consumption can accelerate the aging process. Firstly, most corn varieties are genetically modified and often treated with pesticides. Secondly, corn is high in starch and sugars, but it contains very little fiber and almost no essential vitamins that are important after the age of 60. This means a sharp spike in blood sugar levels after eating. In cases of reduced insulin sensitivity, which is common in older adults, this can lead to chronic fatigue, weight gain, and may even accelerate the development of type 2 diabetes. Additionally, processed corn, especially in the form of porridge or popcorn, is often accompanied by additives like salt, butter, and preservatives. As a result, there is an increased strain on the blood vessels and kidneys. If you love corn, I highly recommend that you don't give it up. Now, vegetables come in plastic bags. You might think this is convenient. But here's what the packaging won't tell you. Most of these packages are made from plastic that contains bisphenol A, or phthalates, chemicals that can leach into food when heated. You won't believe what these substances can do to your body. Research links regular exposure to these compounds with hormonal imbalances, metabolic disorders, and even an increased risk of cancer. The elderly are particularly sensitive to these substances, as their protective mechanisms are less effective and hormonal balance is more vulnerable. Frequent consumption of certain steamed vegetables can lead to a regular intake of toxins without you even realizing it. Even if the packaging says BPA-free, it doesn't always guarantee safety. Other chemicals that are less studied but potentially just as harmful are often used. The best solution is to exclusively buy fresh vegetables. Have you ever thought that a superfood could land you in the hospital? If you're eating alfalfa or bean sprouts, you need to hear this. You might have considered sprouts to be a true superfood. Light, fresh, and nutritious. However, in adulthood, they can pose a serious health risk. This is especially true for alfalfa, sprouted beans, and other raw sprouts that are often added to salads or sandwiches. Alfalfa is a type of legume commonly used as thin green sprouts. They may look fragile, but they can conceal potential dangers. Raw sprouts provide the perfect environment for the growth of bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli. Contamination can occur even during the sprouting process, and even thorough washing doesn't guarantee safety. While a young body can handle such an assault, immune protection weakens after the age of 60. As a result, poisoning, dehydration, and weakness can occur, and even one healthy salad may lead to hospitalization. This is not an exaggeration, it's a reality that thousands of people face every year. The American Centers for Disease Control and Prevention officially advises older adults to avoid sprouts, especially when raw. If you don't want to completely eliminate them, use only cooked sprouts, sauté them, add them to hot soups and stews. But even in this case, moderation is key. It's important to remember that aside from the risk of contamination, many sprouts contain phytic acid, a substance that can hinder the absorption of essential minerals like calcium and magnesium. This poses a risk for osteoporosis and fractures. If you have a weakened immune system or chronic gastrointestinal conditions, it's best to completely avoid sprouts in your diet. And now, pay attention. The next vegetable is eaten by almost everyone. And it's far more dangerous than you might think. At first glance, convenience. French fries, crispy potatoes as a side dish, instant mashed potatoes. But wait until you find out what they do to your body. At high frying or baking temperatures, potatoes can form acrylamide, a potentially carcinogenic substance linked to an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease and cancer. This is particularly critical for older individuals, where the recovery processes are slower. Moreover, processed potatoes are like a ticking time bomb for health due to their high content of fast carbohydrates. They cause a rapid spike in blood glucose levels, which can worsen conditions in prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Added fats, salt, and flavor enhancers only worsen the situation, putting extra strain on the heart and kidneys. Even seemingly harmless instant mashed potatoes often contain stabilizers, preservatives, and additives that offer no benefits to the body. It may all seem convenient, until the symptoms show up. If you're going to have potatoes, make sure they're baked with minimal processing, and no more than 12 times a week. It's better to replace it with the vegetables that will be discussed next. These 4 vegetables are incredibly beneficial. If you want to feel full of energy and health, I recommend paying close attention. Sweet potato, surprisingly underrated, is a vegetable that many older adults overlook. Its mild flavor and creamy texture make it a delightful addition to any meal, but its true benefits lie beneath the surface. Sweet potatoes are like a multivitamin in the form of a side dish. This root vegetable is rich in beta-carotene, a compound that the body converts into vitamin A, which supports vision, immune function, and skin health. If you notice a decline in your night vision or frequently feel unwell, sweet potatoes might be a game changer. Additionally, sweet potatoes have a low glycemic index. This means it doesn't cause sharp spikes in blood sugar levels like regular potatoes do. This is an important benefit for people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. It also contains a lot of fiber, especially in the skin, which improves digestion, lowers cholesterol levels, and helps you feel full for longer. Additionally, it is a source of potassium, a mineral that is important for heart rhythm and blood pressure. It's best to enjoy sweet potatoes baked or steamed with minimal salt. Add a drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of cinnamon, and you'll create a dish that's not only healthy, but also surprisingly delicious. Want to know the rest? Keep watching. The best is yet to come. The next vegetable is the carrot. Carrots are familiar to everyone since childhood, but as we age, they become not just beneficial, but essential for our health. This crunchy, bright orange vegetable is not just a side dish, it's a true ally for your eyes, heart, and immune system. That's why you should eat carrots every day. The main treasure of carrots is beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that converts into vitamin A. It helps maintain eye health and is particularly important for age-related macular degeneration and dry eyes, issues that many people face after the age of 60. But the benefits of carrots don't stop there. They also contain potassium and B vitamins, which help regulate blood pressure and support a healthy nervous system. Dietary fiber improves gut function by preventing constipation, an issue that becomes increasingly relevant with age. Here's an interesting fact. Cooked carrots, like those that are steamed or sautéed, are actually more beneficial than raw ones. In this form, beta-carotene is absorbed better, especially when paired with a little fat, such as olive oil. Carrots are an easy way to add color, flavor, and real benefits to your diet. They're not just a side dish, they're your daily vitamin shield. Plus, they're available all year round. And now, let's talk about one of the most underrated vegetables, cauliflower. However, it can become an essential ally for brain function and metabolism as we age. It has a neutral taste, but in reality, it's a product that's great for your brain, liver, and overall physique. One of the main components of cauliflower is choline, a substance that supports nervous system health and helps maintain mental clarity. As we age, the need for choline increases, especially if there is a risk of cognitive impairments or dementia. Cauliflower is also rich in antioxidants and glucosinolates, compounds that support the body's natural detoxification processes and help reduce inflammation. If you have arthritis or excess weight, cauliflower works in your favor. Additionally, it contains fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar levels, improves digestion, and creates a lasting feeling of fullness without energy spikes. You can boil, bake, steam cauliflower, or use it as a low-carb substitute for mashed potatoes. Additionally, it can be turned into a healthy pizza crust or a light vegetable cream soup. Cauliflower is the perfect vegetable for those who want to stay active, clear-headed, and energized. Next up is another type of cabbage, Brussels sprouts. Kids may not love it, but your body will adore it after 60. It's not often called a favorite vegetable, but it can truly be a protector for your bones and blood vessels. This vegetable is rich in vitamin K, an essential nutrient for strengthening bone tissue and regulating blood clotting. This is especially important as we age, when every fall can be critical. Additionally, Brussels sprouts are packed with fiber and antioxidants, including vitamin C and folate. These nutrients help the body combat inflammation, boost the immune system, and promote healthy digestion. Research also indicates that regularly consuming cruciferous vegetables, including Brussels sprouts, can lower bad cholesterol levels and support heart health, which is especially important in cases of high blood pressure and atherosclerosis. Not a fan of bitterness? Just lightly boil them, sauté with garlic and a splash of oil. Add some nuts or a drizzle of balsamic vinegar, and both your body and taste buds will thank you. Your new supercrop isn't in trendy packaging. It's growing in the garden. Not all vegetables are equally beneficial, especially when it comes to older adults. Some of them can interfere with mineral absorption, disrupt hormone balance, or trigger inflammation. On the other hand, some foods serve as a powerful shield for the brain, heart, and bones. Sweet potatoes, carrots, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts are not just foods. They are allies in the quest for a long and active life. They help maintain mental clarity, strong bones, stable blood sugar, and healthy digestion. But remember, even healthy foods are important in moderation. Before making any changes to your diet, especially if you're taking medication, it's a good idea to consult with a doctor. What vegetables do you eat most often? If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your loved ones. You might just help someone take their first step towards a healthier life.